Adoatv, bringing good things to life. Adoatv, bringing good things to life.
From shrimps to octopus to sardinelles to mackerels to any other fish that we decide to take at a particular time. It's afternoon, Monday, the 22nd day of November 2021, and I'm here at the Department of Marine and Fisheries Sciences of the University of Ghana. This afternoon, if you are trying to eat kinky, I bet you are going to take it with any of the fishes, be it the smaller ones, be it the bigger ones. Any one that you try to take this afternoon, it is still fish. Yesterday, Ghana joined the rest of the world to mark World Fisheries Day. And World Fisheries Day, as we all know, is a day set aside to acknowledge, to put things in place for a particular sector to be able to thrive properly. And Ghana has been given a yellow card in 2013. Quite recently, Ghana was given another yellow card. What are we not doing right? What do we need to put in place? Today, this is what we'll be looking at. We'll also speak to a professor of this particular department, or the head of the Department of Marine and Fisheries Sciences. He's going to walk us through what this yellow card, what the IUU is all about, and the projections for next year. This same man happens to be the board chair of the Fisheries Commission. Join us tonight as we have this current discussion, and I bet you are going to learn a lot. My name is Nafa Alikwako, and this is Regulators.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
So I am Professor Francis K.E. Nunu. I'm the head of Department of Marine and Fisheries Sciences at the University of Ghana.
We also understand that you were the former Chief Director for the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture and currently the board chair for the Fisheries Commission.
Yes, I was the Chief Director of the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development between 2018 and 2019. And then I'm currently the Chairman of the Fisheries Commission Board, the governing board of the Fisheries Commission. We were just inaugurated this September 2021.
So what are we expecting from you?
Oh, yes. I come to the position with competence, and I would like the board to be effective in ensuring smooth oversight of the Fisheries Commission, so that the Fisheries Commission will be able to deliver its mandate of regulating and managing the fisheries, as well as developing proactive policies to be able to sustainably manage the fish resources of Ghana.
Are we also looking at laws, making or bringing up stricter punishments or stricter laws to enforce to help different types of ills that have been surrounding the sector?
Yes. We have the Fisheries Act, which is the mother law of the fishing industry in Ghana. And that act has been around since 2002, heading almost 20 years. We have seen quite a number of things that can be improved in the law. So the ministry is working hand in hand with the commission to try and update this Fisheries Act. All the stakeholders, various stakeholders have brought in some inputs. Various meetings have been done to try and update the Fisheries Act so that we bring it in tandem with modern and current ways of managing the fish resources. And by way of enforcement, I believe that this current administration has taken up as a task to enforce the laws to the letter. So there's been so far the Honorable Minister and her colleagues, the ministry and the Fisheries Enforcement Unit have been up and going around the various communities and trying to enforce the laws. But additionally, the fishermen are being educated to enforce the laws themselves, so that they will be the police. They will police their own resource, so that the benefits comes to them and comes to the nation. Yeah, so I think that is what is going on, which is very good, and I applaud the Honorable Minister for and his team for doing this for Ghana.
You used to be a lecturer at the University of Ghana for the Marine and Fisheries Sciences Department. How long have you been doing fish? I mean, when we talk about fish, we can't talk about it without talking about you.
Good. Yes, I've been doing fish virtually all my life.
Okay.
Yes, I was born in Apam. Apam is a coastal town in Ghana, in the central region, in the Gomua West district. And I was raised up there, and from school, you rush to the coast. From school, you rush to the beach. Anywhere you go, you come. In fact, the beach side is the center of life in Apam. Fishing is the major economic activity in Apam, as well as the entire coast of Ghana. So I was fascinated as I was growing up about life of the fishers. I go and carry some fish, I go and help them salt fish and all at the beach side in my spare hours after school and all that. So I picked up quite a lot about fish when I was growing up. So after secondary, come to the university, I did biological sciences. And when I did biological science at the University of Ghana, that is, I did botany and zoology at the University of Ghana. Then, happily, I found out that there was an option for fisheries, to study the fish as a resource. And that's what I took up. And all my life, I've been doing fish ever since. I've been at this University of Ghana teaching and researching for 24 years. But even before then, my foray into fish started even way back. After schooling in Apam, etc., when I finished A-level, I don't know, as fate will tell us, I was posted to the Community Improvement Unit of the National Service Scheme. Then, at the time, it was Mr. Bodugbe, who was the director, and then Mr. Albert Kataku, who was the deputy director and directly in charge of the fish farming module of the Community Improvement Unit. And the National Service Scheme had a farm at Papau, and those farms are still there now. The farm is not operational, and we're all taught how to raise fish and stuff. So it rekindled my fishing desire. So coming back from Apam with the marine capture fisheries background, then I get into the aquaculture as well when I was doing national service. So I would say that I was well prepared for fisheries when I entered the university, and then I took it up and I studied fisheries all the way to UK, to US, to Germany, had various courses and various certificates, various degrees, and quite a lot of it was under Ghana government scholarship, under British exchanges and stuff, as well as exchanges with the US and Germany, but still from Ghana. So I'm thankful to Ghana for helping develop my capacity, and ever since I've been serving the University of Ghana in Ghana since I finished my PhD, my doctorate in fisheries science. I've been serving University of Ghana in various capacities for 24 years, running into 25 years now.
Okay, thank you so much for that. You have seen Ghana celebrate or join the rest of the world to celebrate World Fish Day. This year, what is the theme? What can we do differently? What can we do to help to boost the fisheries sector?
I think that it's a global event. The whole world is celebrating World Fisheries Day. It's a day set aside so that there will be a focus on fisheries in the world, basically. It's similar to what we have in Ghana, that we have National Farmers Day. It's actually supposed to be for me, I keep on advocating for National Farmers and Fishers Day. Yeah, which if anybody is listening, I want that thing to go out so that the fishermen will also be recognized. Yeah, so that one is coming first Friday in December for Ghana. But this one is the global event to draw attention to the importance of the fishing industry. The fishing industry, I think what is critical is for us as a nation and the whole world to ensure that it is wealth creation. It creates wealth for the people. In fact, fishing is the livelihood of many people. It's some people's life said that when it's not there, they lose a whole livelihood. So we would like the whole world to know this, so that people will not just go destroy the resource, because when you destroy the resource, you are taking away not only food, you are taking away not only income, but you're also taking away people's full livelihood, what they do for a living. And if we don't want poverty to increase in the world, as the SDGs are saying, and all that, then the whole world should protect fishes and help ensure that fishing is done sustainably, to ensure that there is enough fish for everybody to eat. It helps to reduce malnutrition. It helps to reduce diseases in the world, because for many people, when they eat fish, that is the only source of protein that they have. Milk, eggs, and others are sometimes even expensive compared to fish in some other countries. So I think that is an important thing to celebrate and to draw attention to the world about.
We are celebrating this as a country, but in 2013, Ghana was given or shown a yellow card because of various IUs. Can you tell us what the IU stands for, and then why we're shown the yellow card?
Okay, so way back in 2013, Ghana was shown the yellow card by the EU. EU is one of the major trading partners of Ghana. In fact, there is a preferential trade agreement between Ghana and the EU, so that our fish and other seafoods go to the EU without tax or little tax. So we have preferential access to the EU market. So because of that, the EU is concerned that the fish that we bring to their country is caught sustainably, is caught in a good way, so that the fish resource is not destroyed. So in 2013, there was a situation where IUU had increased so much in Ghana, And what is IUU? IUU is illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Any fishing that is done contrary to the law is illegal fishing. And in the world, every fish that is taken from the sea or any aquatic water body, there's the need to report it, to record it. It's like you put money in the bank and you take some. So you need to record how much you have taken so that you know how much is left. Fish is a renewable resource, meaning that it's able to reproduce itself. And it needs a certain quantity, a certain threshold to be able to multiply in the family, in the waters. So when there's not enough fish, then the next population is affected. So we need to report it so that we do the input and output thing so that we will know how much has been taken, how much is left, and whether it will be enough to sustain the next population. So that is the reported part of it. And quite a lot of people catch fish without reporting. Anybody can just take a net to Ghana because we are operating the artisanal fisheries as open access. Anybody can take a vessel, whatever, hook and line, and go and get fish. And who records how much is taken? There's the need for that. So that's why the world is saying every fish should be reported. So if you don't report fish, then your fish is caught wrongly. Then we have unregulated, meaning fishing that is not done according to any authorization, according to any authority asking it to be done, or doing the fishing in a way that is authorized. So these three put together we call IUU fishing. And IUU is everywhere in the world, not only Ghana. In fact, estimates say that in the whole world there is over 30% of IUU in the whole world, and quite a lot of fish is lost through IUU. But I'll even say that's a conservative estimate. There's quite a lot more that is being lost. So there should be efforts to reduce the IUU. So in 2013, when this yellow card was shown to Ghana, Ghana moved in heavily to try and get this yellow card removed. When they give you the yellow card, it says clean up your fisheries. It's only when you don't clean it up, then you end up getting a red card. When they give you the red card, then you can't export, you can't sell your fish outside Ghana or sell to the global population. Yeah, so we never got there. As a result of the yellow card, Ghana was able to come up with a national plan of action to reduce IUU. Okay, so a national plan of action to reduce IUU was drawn up, and various enforcement and things were done. The Monitoring, Control and Surveillance Unit of the Ministry of the Fisheries Commission was set up, and then we had the FEU, Fisheries Enforcement Unit, also set up in 2013, so that it can control the illegal fishing that was going on both in the industrial and in the artisanal fisheries of Ghana. Now, after that, the yellow card was removed and we went about our life. And quite recently, this year, Ghana has been given another yellow card. So the yellow card has been given to us, and conditions have been set by EU for Ghana to achieve. And the ministry is working seriously at it. Part of it is to reduce, stop psycho fishing. Part of it is to reduce all the light fishing and other types of fishing.
What is a psycho fishing?
Psycho fishing is psycho fishing when trawlers go to sea to fish. The trawl net is said that it is very non-selective. It catches every fish in its wake. And because sometimes the mesh size at the bag is also very tiny, it catches small fishes, catches big fishes, it catches open water fish, pelagic fish, it catches bottom fish, because the net spreads very wide. Okay, so when they land, the trawlers are supposed to catch, they have a particular target, the demersal fishes and a few big fishes, and all the small fishes and non-target fishes that they don't like. Previously, they used to throw them away back into the sea as discards. But in recent times, by arrangement with vessels using phone call and thing on land, they are able to call vessels to just come along and pick what they've taken and then bring it to land. They freeze it and bring it to land. So it's not really, I don't know why they call it fishing, because there's no fishing. They just go and buy. So it's a barter trade. They send fishing inputs sometimes to go and exchange fish and bring it to land to sell. it is a bad fishing, it's a bad practice. I would say it's a bad practice because it allows the fishermen to continue fishing for so long, the trawlers to continue fishing for so long. Two, it allows them to continue not doing anything about the capturing of unintended catch. Fishes that they were not their target, they keep catching them. They really need to sort out the gear, the opening of the gear, sort out the mesh size so that they will not even catch those fishes at all. If they had used big mesh size and the opening of the gear has been done in such a way that some tiny fishes will be allowed to go off, then the fish will not be wasted anyway. So I think that is cycle fishing, and for now I would say that cycle fishing is stopped in Ghana. For now, I know it is stopped in Ghana, although they are making moves to try to reintroduce it, but the current minister has been very forceful and in her position to stop cycle fishing. So it's not going on currently in Ghana.
Thank you so much. But let me take you back to this year's close season. I mean, we are about ending the year, and we'll still go into the next year, 2022, and we'll still experience or go through the close season. Yes. What were the benefits that were derived from the 2021 close season, and what is the way forward? Are we going to experience another close season, and why?
Okay, so scientists have found out through our stock assessment studies that the small pelagic fishes like anchovy, like sardinella, like mackerels, their quantities are reducing in our waters. There's a lot of decline that if we don't take care, it is rather even going to fall totally, that it will take a long time to rise up again. So, and these small pelagic fishes are the mainstay. In fact, they form over 70% of the catch in Ghana. And they are controlled also by the environment. So, because of the observation that the catch is declining, there's the need for some drastic measures to try and manage the fish stocks. Now, one of the ways of managing fish stocks is seasonal closure, or what we call closed season, is one of the methods. And you don't do seasonal closure just for 1 year, and then you have the stocks recovering. So seasonal closure is a method that has been adopted by the fisheries authorities in Ghana, and the plan is to sustain it over a long period so that it becomes part of us. So it can continue for 10 years, for 50 years, 100 years, so that we'll see the recovery that we want. In other countries, when they do close season, they even close the season for 3 months, for 6 months. But in Ghana so far, we've been closing for industrial fishers for 2 months, and then the artisanal fishers 1 month. Okay, and they overlap. Say that the artisanal fishers get 1 month, industrial get 2 months. Yeah. So this year, the first one was in 2019. The first close season for artisanal fishers was 2019. The industrial had in 2017, 2018 had some close season. But for the first time in Ghana, all fishers dropped their nets was in 2019. And 2020, because of the political season and the COVID, we couldn't have the close season. And then we had it 2021. I believe the plan is that it will be sustained. 2022, there will be a close season. 2023, there will be a close season. It's after we've done it for at least 5 years, 6 years, going, then we can really see the benefits. But if we do the close season, and then after the close season is lifted, people are still fishing unsustainably, then the benefits of the close season will be difficult to see.
So are you saying that people are still fishing?
People fished during the close season. People fished, and we have evidence to the effect. Some industrial fishers fished, and we have evidence, and we are going to clamp on them very soon, as well as some artisanal fishers fished. We had about, let's say, a very good percentage, about 90% compliance, but there were a few recalcitrant ones who some were caught fishing, and the security authorities are dealing with them according to the law.
To the Marine Police.
Yeah, the marine porridge, yes. Yeah.
All right.
So basically, it's been a good one, and we should sustain it.
Okay. So this is considered as one that is a lifeblood for the Ghanaian economy.
Yes.
Where you stand as a board chair and as a department head, would you say that we have a lot to do to still boost that sector, to push the economy where we want it to be?
Yes, there's still quite a lot to do.
Okay.
The sector contributes, quite a lot to the economy of the nation. Over $1 billion a month, and even that $1 billion a year. That is a conservative estimate. It is known to employ over 10% of the population, and you know how job is not there. And so, if over 10% of the population is taken by the fisheries sector, then it's very important. In addition, it employs a lot of women. It is the only sector that employs a lot of women. And you know how women are so important in the social setup of the nation. There are so many other jobs associated with it, both upstream of the industry and downstream of the industry. So I'll say that there is a very important economic activity for the nation. Now, we need to really manage this resource well. Because if it's bringing us all these benefits, in addition to providing food and providing good nutrition, without this, you have without the fishermen and the fish along the coast, you would have had a lot of kwashiorkor in Ghana. But in these days, do you hear kwashiorkor in Ghana? It's been many years ago. Kwashiorkor was about 20 years ago, when fisheries developed along the entire coast, in addition to the inland. Now, kwashiorkor is past. Kwashiorkor is protein deficiency disease. So it provides us good quality protein, and everybody gets something to eat, and no disease, etc. So there's a need to do something, and basically is to manage everything. If you control it well and you manage it well, to bring us benefits. So a new management plan, a new marine fisheries management plan has been validated for enforcement, and within it, various arrangements have been made to ensure that the resource is doing well. And we are not only trying to manage the resource, but we are trying to even turn it into wealth creation, so that people can make money out of it and have sustain and lift up their livelihood to reduce poverty along the coast. So there is also increasing development of aquaculture to add people to grow fish, tilapia, catfish, to grow a lot of it, so that we can even export some and even give some to industry and support various livelihoods. So these are the various things that the current commission and the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development is doing.
Okay, so you talked about fish.
Yes.
What has been the impact it has created in this economy and then the sector as well?
Yes. Rearing of fish is aquaculture.
Okay.
So aquaculture used to be, for many years ago, used to be only very small, about 1% of the industry.
Okay.
But now aquaculture has grown. Even beyond 10% of the fishery sector is from aquaculture. It's employing quite a lot of people, especially in the Akosombo area. Cage fish farming is huge. We have over 100 cage fish farms in the Akosombo area alone. Quite a number of institutions like schools, prisons, hospitals are rearing fish, and they're able to raise good quality, cheap fish that is used to feed students, feed prison inmates, feed inmates in the hospital, so that they'll get good health. And now, previously when some of us were in school, they bring us the soup and there's no fish. But now, secondary schools, selected secondary schools in Ghana, under the Aquaculture for Food and Jobs program, are raising fish themselves and then be able to feed the students. So your students or your children will go to school and they come home and they still look fresh. Previously, students go to school and they come and they become malnourished, they are slim, and you see only their head. But now they are being fed under the free SHS program, being fed well under the Aquaculture for Food and Jobs model. And it's wonderful. Recently, in the past few weeks, the Minister of Fisheries has been going around the country and donating fish feed to a lot of fish farms and this. And the idea is to get them the feed so that they can grow a lot of fish to go around, and I applaud them for that.
Interesting. Thank you so much, sir. But we'll go for a quick 10. When we come back, we'll continue shortly. Do stay.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Ryanair today. Ryanair, the safest airline in Africa.
Ryanair, fly the dream of Africa.
Tonight on Regulators, we are talking about the fisheries sector, and it's World Fisheries Day yesterday. But today, this is what we are discussing. We also look at projections for the coming year, what the Ministry of Fisheries have for us, what the Commission itself has for us, and what we should expect from all stakeholders. Welcome back. My name is Nafali. We are here with Professor Nuno. Prof, welcome back. Now, most fishing communities are lacking in terms of infrastructure. Before we went on the break, we were talking about developing the fishing communities, but a 53% from the sale of premise fuel is not enough. What will the ministry do, or what is the ministry doing to help raise up that infrastructure level in fishing communities?
Okay, thank you. What the ministry is doing is to try and get them to do what we call co-management, manage the resources with the ministry and the Fisheries Commission at the local level, so that they themselves will do something for themselves. Yes, so the premise fuel thing is also an arrangement by the government to ensure that at the local level they get some money. So the margins on the prices of premise fuel that they make at the local level, 53% of it is supposed to be used for community projects and all that. So that is just one of it. But the other part is that they themselves at the local level, they have ways by which they have some arrangements. For every vessel that lands, maybe you have to give, let's say, 1 bucket of your catch to the chief fisherman and that sort of thing. So they collect those catch from the people and they use it for various things at the local level. But what we find out is that because of capacity constraints, education constraints, they are not able to manage those resources very well. They can't record and manage these resources very well. So The benefits does not show too much. But with the co-management arrangement, there will be recording, documenting, and all that, and something can come out of that arrangement. The other arrangement is that government is having so many different interventions in the various communities. The free SHS is one of it. The one district, one factory is one of it. We're having quite a lot of them along the coast of Ghana. So these international interventions are interventions that will help lift up the situation. Finally, the Fisheries Commission is present along all the various zones and districts and landing beaches. There are over 300 and something landing beaches in Ghana, and there are plans to develop all these various landing beaches. We are doing landing beach infrastructure. About 12 coastal landing beaches are being built. Is this all infrastructure that will bring employment and others? 2 of them are in inland. So we have 12 at the coast and 2 inland.
So
14 in all. So all these interventions that I've talked about will help to lift up the capacity at the local level as well as the livelihoods of the people.
Now, some time back, we heard the government was having cold stores around the coastal belt for fisher folks to keep
6 cold stores.
Yeah, their catches in. What has happened to these cold stores?
Yes, these cold stores were entered into contract. Various companies bid, and the contracts were made for them to acquire and operate them. At my last check was that these contracts have not really expired, and there were some arrangements, and the contractors have not met their part of the bargain. Okay. They are talking about the cost of running the cold stores, the power and others, so they are not making profit. So they are not able to make some good commitments to the country. Some of them are even now lying fallow. 1 or 2 of them are just not being operational at all because of these reasons. I think it's the Shama one that is operating very well, and partly the one at Hafasini is also operating very well. I would say that by my first examination, I found out that the engines of these coal stores are old, and that's why they are consuming a lot of power. So they are not really economically feasible. So as a ministry and as a commission, if you want to add more coal stores, then there is the need to go in for more state-of-the-art coal stores instead of these old engines that were brought in. So I think that's what is happening as at now, and the ministry is looking into it to see what can be done at the moment.
Okay. Now, in September this year, after the closed season, the minister herself stopped the sale or the sending in of premix for to certain coastal communities because of light fishing, among others. Can you tell us what the Regulation 11 Clause 1 of the 2010 Fisheries Regulation talks about, and then the LI 1968?
Yeah, so Regulation 11 talks about, it says that there's a person shall not within the fishery waters of this country use any fishing method that aggregates fish by light attraction, including use of portable generator, switch bulbs beyond 500 watts, or bulbs whose cumulative light intensity attracts fish, and long cable to facilitate light production. You are not supposed to use bamboo, you are not supposed to use explosives, you are not supposed to operate pair trolling. These are all in Regulation 11. Quite a number of them, yes. So would
we say that the banning of premix ball from these communities would help reduce the light fishing, would help reduce most of the IUs that we know?
Yes, so the premix fuel is heavily subsidized by government, and it's being sold to them at just, yes, very small. What is being given to them, that is not the cost of it. So government cannot continue giving you subsidized products and then you use it for an illegality. So for me, I support the minister in this initiative, and in fact that one was done as an example so that it will deter others. But others are still going on doing the light fishing, and I would say that there should be a serious clampdown on this light fishing because it destroys, it aggregates a lot of fish. The juveniles, the mothers, the grandmothers, and all are caught, and it destroys the fish resource. So it should not be only left to that community alone. It should be extended to other communities. So basically, what is happening is that this has been done, and for me, I think that it should be extended to all. If you are doing illegality, the nation should not suffer and give you resources for you to use it for an illegality. Those doing the correct thing, let's give them more so that they can go and fish.
Yeah. So you support that?
I support it very much, 100%.
Now, who are part of the enforcers when it comes to doing something against the law?
Okay, so we have the Fisheries Enforcement Unit. Okay. And the Fisheries Enforcement Unit is made up of security agencies like the Ghana Navy, the Fisheries Commission, the Marine Police, and then representatives of the fishers themselves. Okay. So we have the National Fisheries Association of Ghana, who also put reps on there. So some of the fishers are there, Ghana Navy is there, Marine Police is there, Fisheries Commission is there, plus the fishermen. And then together they form a unit and they plan. So they plan and then do beach combing, and then that is for the coast along the beach sides, and then they go and check out, look out for these things. And then the Navy also does sea patrols, on-sea patrols along our coast, so that to ward off pirates or to ward off any people, any who want to come and fish in our waters, basically to protect our waters. So these are the agencies, and they are collaborating, working together. At the same time, as a nation, we have what we call vessel monitoring system, a VMS system. It's like a CCTV on the sea that is located along for the coast, so that there's the Western Command and then the Eastern Command, and from there they can see whatever is going on the sea.
So who does the monitoring? Where's the center?
The center is, like I said, one is at Tema, one is at Takoradi, and then these Fisheries Enforcement Unit officers are there on a rotational basis, watching and checking and recording all activities on our Ghanaian coast 24/7. 24/7. So any culprits that are found are brought to book.
Do we see the fisheries sector recovering from all ills, both inland and then the marine?
Let me make this point that there is no fishery in the world that is devoid of any ills at all. We can only reduce the ills, because for most of us, if nobody is watching, we do our own thing. We do our own thing. Almost all of us, most people, majority, I would say majority of the populace everywhere in the world, people do it. So we can't totally recover the stocks, but we can eventually reduce the quantities of illegalities in our waters, so that over time we'll start to enjoy the resource much more better.
Now, quite recently, we had a number of fish kills along the beach.
Yes.
We are talking about safety of fish consumed. Yes. What should we look out for?
Yes. The fish kills came in March, April this year, and we all made a lot of noise about it and all that. If you are going to buy fish, the first thing that there are some telltale signs on the fish. The fish should look fresh. Secondly, there should not be scars and marks and things on the fish. Thirdly, if you are able to open the gill, you lift up the operculum to expose the gill of the fish. The gill of the fish should be very red and fresh. If it is not red and fresh and is becoming brownish and becoming dark, etc., then the fish is compromised. The safety of the fish is compromised. Fish must be kept on ice. Let's all buy fish that is on ice. Fish that is not kept on ice and being sold exposed to temperature is not healthy for us. Because when fish is exposed to high temperatures, other chemicals develop in them which are not good for human consumption in the long run.
Okay, so right from when the fisher folks land,
right from when the fisherman even catches it, take it away from the water, it should be kept on ice. Okay. And kept in the cold chain through till you buy it, and even when you go and buy it or a consumer buys it, the consumer who have bought it should also even have your ice chest and put ice on it till you take it to your home and you start to prepare it before you take it from ice. Because as you are exposing the fish, chemicals develop within the fish, which is poisonous to your body when you eat it. So that is the main danger that we have as Ghanaians, not keeping fish in the cold chain. Fish must be kept in the cold chain before consumption.
Okay, so that tells us that most of the fisher folks who go to sea spend sometimes 2-3 days. Ice cannot be kept that long.
Yes.
So it means that most of the fishes that comes back to us are not really on ice throughout.
Yes, and that is the danger we have as Ghanaians. And also, what some of the fishermen do is that when they are about to go to sea, sometimes they buy ice, and to let the ice stay longer, we have information and we have evidence that some ice block making producers put formalin in the ice so that the formalin is toxic, it's carcinogenic, so that the ice can stay longer at sea. So the fish becomes, when the ice is put on the fish becomes adulterated and the safety of the fish is compromised. Please, all those doing this should stop. I want to use this medium. All those doing this should stop. And please, because life is very important. So we keep having a number of diseases, etc. Fish is very beautiful and enjoyable. It's a wonderful food, has got the amino acids, the vitamins and all. Let us enjoy our fish in peace and in good quality to help our growth rather than eat adulterated fish. Yes. And others even use fish color. In Ghana, people like buying red fish.
It's not red.
The red fish is not red. Over 80% of fishes are red. It doesn't mean that they can be called red fishes. So because of that, Ghanaians like red fish. In fact, this name is sea bream, in the family Sparidae. So not red fish.
Okay, thank you so much for that word of caution. I'll go for a quick 10. When we come back, we'll continue shortly.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Ryanair today. Ryanair, the safest airline in Africa.
Ryanair, fly the dream of Africa.
Yes, basically the general thing is to ensure sustainable fishing of the resource. And there's the emphasis on the reduction of IUU. In fact, that is the main focus of the commission. In fact, it's the main charge that the minister gave the board of the commission when it was inaugurated, that help me reduce IUU in the industry and to make the fishery much more profitable and sustainable. And this is a charge that we in the commission has taken up, and we're going to work towards that. So the various agencies to help do this, the Fisheries Enforcement Unit, as well as the people themselves. We are not leaving the stakeholders themselves. That is Ghana Fisheries, the industrial fishers. In fact, under the National Fisheries Association of Ghana umbrella, we are working with them so that they will understand that it is to their own benefit. In fact, recently a new organization has been formed, the Canoe and Gear Owners Association of Ghana, because when it's a business, fishing is a business on its own. So somebody invests into a canoe and buys a gear and all that, and then those who go to fish illegally and they are caught, then it affects the owner. Sometimes the owner is not aware that his people are doing a lot of illegalities. So the gear owners themselves have come on board, and I want to implore the Canoe and Gear Owners Association of Ghana that they should, applaud them for coming on board, and they should, collaborate with the ministry to stop this IUU that is going on. And when this is sustained over the long term, Ghana's fishery will be the best, and it will be the better in Ghana. People should get used to fishing legally, fishing correctly, doing the right thing consistently without even the enforcers being there. And that's what we are working at. That's the way forward. And also to ensure that there is wealth in the industry, as I've been saying.
Okay. Now, we quite recently heard of the CIS, as a canoe identification system.
Sure.
How would it benefit the ministry? What is the main aim of the CIS?
Yes, the canoe identification system basically is to, the whole idea is to, according to the laws of Ghana, every canoe that goes fishing should even have a license. Should have a license before fishing. But so far, we haven't gotten there. So the canoe identification system is a fair start to know that you are a canoe owner or this is a canoe. So that we have counted and numbered all the canoes, so that they are given a card, an electronic card, that over time, that will be the card that will be used to buy premise fuel. The idea is to reduce diversion of premise fuel, people who don't fish to also get this subsidized item. So it has quite a lot of benefits. Eventually we'll go to the next stage where fishermen will be identified, because as of now we don't know who is a fisherman in Ghana. So now at least we are identifying the canoes, and then we'll move to the fishermen. And eventually when the system is sanitized, we are moving into an era of digitalization, as is being said. So everything will be said that at a click of a button, you can get your premise fuel, you can get this done, you can export your fish, basically to track when you caught your fish, when you sold your fish, how you kept your fish, and everything will become very wonderful.
For a very long time, we've realized that it's always a Farmers Day. Why the need to put or to add fisher folks or fishermen to this old system of celebrating only farmers?
Okay, so let me correct this. We have the National Farmers Day, but for many years, the National Farmers Day recognizes both farmers and fishers.
Okay.
It's only the name that has been Farmers Day. At the time, the fisheries industry was under the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. So we had the Minister for Fisheries and Minister for Food and Agriculture. Then we had a deputy for fisheries, a deputy for crops, a deputy for livestock. And over time, given the importance of the fishing industry, now we have a whole ministry for fisheries. And I think that recognizing the importance of fishery and the fact that we've been able to have a whole ministry for fisheries and aquaculture development. It is high time that we have the name modified or changed. So cabinet and others should consider this, and we can call it National Farmers and Fishers Day. Fishers feel still unrecognized. You find out that the gifts and the awards that are given to the farmers are far more than what is given to the fishermen. If you look at the value, we notice that it's just a recognition. But if a national best fisherman is given something akin to a national best or a regional best farmer, then it's like we are doing the thing in such a way that then the farmer is more important than the fisherman. I want to see a situation where the national best fisherman and then the overall national best fisherman and the overall best farmer get the same award. For now, nobody can eat their kenke without fish. Nobody can eat their kenke without fish. Else you get kwashoko. So if fish is as important as the kenke, sometimes even fish is more important than the kenke, then there is the need to bring them to par. Fishermen feel that we are not recognizing them, and it's like we are belittling their career. So those who are hearing us, please, let's look at this again and then bring everything to par. And we call it National Farmers and Fishers Day. But let me add that I applaud the government for sustainably awarding fishermen and sustainably awarding farmers. Farmers and fishermen, we thank you so much for feeding us. This afternoon, I'll eat kinky and fish.
Prof, thank you so much. But in your own little way as a board chair, what can you do to help in this regard?
Yes, this issue, we will discuss it at the board level.
Okay.
And then we will, if there is the need and we get the support, we'll write to the sector minister and ask the sector minister to bring this to the attention of cabinet. Yeah, so that's how we're going to approach it. Thank you.
What should be the projections for the coming year, 2022? What should we look out for? You indicated that we cannot eat a kinke without fish. I mean, all types of fish. You're talking about shrimps, you're talking about fish, we are talking about any other thing. Yes. So what should we expect from your side?
Yes, from our side, we have a dream to see Ghana's fishery industry modernized.
Okay.
Ghana's fishery industry modernized in such a way that we have modern landing beaches. Fish is received in a very clean environment. Fish is caught with very good gears. I mean, sustainable gears. It is handled cleanly. Fish that we eat is safe, and Ghanaians become healthy, and Ghanaians earn more money and have a good livelihood. So this is the picture that we have, that over our term, within 4 years, that will be in power, and we hope that those who continue will sustain it, modernize the fisheries, will get the landing beaches that are being done operationalized, and the handling of fish, and then we'll also have more education going down to the people to ensure that they are clean, their boats are clean, the fish is not put on the floor in the sand and all that, and things will be wonderful for all of us.
Now, before I come to the enactment or the amendment of any of the laws, we realize that anytime you get to the beach, the shore itself is filled with all sorts of filth, all sorts of refuse. What can we do to sanitize that side? Because if you are talking about sanitation, you're talking about handling fish properly, you're talking about protecting the fish before it gets to the consumer. We're also talking about this because fisher folks cast their net, and most of the things that they bring back after casting their net is filled with refuse. What can we do to help?
All right, so the source of these plastics is from both from the land as well as the sea.
Okay.
The people at the coast are just at the receiving end. Sometimes we say the people at the coast are dirty. They are not, because we create the rubbish on land, and then the wind and the rain send them to the beach, as well as vessels and boats at sea also release their waste into the sea, and then the sea does not keep it, it brings them to land, back to land. So then there's an aggregation of all these plastic and all this waste at the beach side. Okay, so there are quite a lot of laws, international law, the MAPO Convention, the MAPO Convention against marine pollution, MAPO marine pollution is there. That says that we should not throw things into the sea, etc. All these plastics should not be done. Vessels, there are so many things that MAPO says. At the same way on land, we ourselves, the district assemblies and the various bylaws on land teach us for us to dispose our waste properly. But often we don't. People just, recklessly just throw plastics and things on the floor. And Ghana, up to about 10 kilometers inland from the coast, is part of the coastal zone that we have. We have the Coastal Zone Management Authority. So the coastal zone, they said that the activities of us on land impacts the beach, impacts the sea, and then activities at the sea also impacts the land. So this interaction, the things that we do on land, so basically all I would say is that people should dispose their waste properly. The government should provide the infrastructure, the district assembly should provide the infrastructure for us to collect, reduce our waste, collect the waste, do a lot of recycling, and then eventually we clean the beaches regularly, and we'll have a very sanitized environment.
Does it have any effect on native habitats? In terms of the fish, the refuse?
Yes, these plastics have huge effects on life. So if you are polluting the water, and we are not, and you say you are not getting fish to eat, you have caused it. It's not only the fishermen that are doing illegal fishing. The oils and things that we put even on the floor, when you change your oil or your oil leaks and water runs, rain carries it to the sea, the fish lives, drinks, does everything in the water. So if the water is impure, then the fish is also impure. It cannot grow well, and it will not be able to, the quality of the meat, the fish will even be compromised.
In the coming year, would we enact or amend any of the fisheries laws?
Yes, the Fisheries Act has seen a number of amendments. We had amendment in 2014, and now we are not looking at amending, but we are looking at totally overhauling the entire Fisheries Act, because we've had quite a number of amendments. So now we're going to have a whole new Fisheries Act. So the old one will be repealed, and then a new one will be enacted. Within the term of the current government, it will be done. Let's say a year or two, it will be done. It is almost at its final stage, and things are being shaped up so that it will come out.
Thank you so much for your time. But before we go, any final words to our viewers?
We want to thank fishers for feeding the nation, and we want to encourage them to do what they are doing, and also to do it more sustainably, because it's their livelihood. We want to thank all the stakeholders, the fishing associations, and all. Let's all come together so that together we can manage the resources for the present and future generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tuse, for your time and for your education. So this is how we wrap up on World Fisheries Day and the year under review with the Fisheries Ministry. This is just one arm. We'll also come your way same time next week, Monday, with one from the Premixville Secretariat. Have a lovely evening.